Good morning, everyone. We are Compo4, and today we are going to talk about the issue of stress and depression in Hong Kong. So let's start with the definition of stress and depression. Stress is a feeling of emotional strain and pressure. It is a form of psychological and mental discomfort. And for the definition of depression, it is a mental state of low mood and aversion to activity. It is a complex mental health problem that requires different treatment. And unfortunately, stress and depression in Hong Kong is very common. And the Mental Health Association of Hong Kong has conducted a Hong Kong Depression Index since 2012 every 2 years. And from a recent survey, we can see that the depression index of Hong Kong people has reached a new height. And as you can see, among them, the moderate to severe depression has increased to 25% from 23% in 2020, and 19% of the respondents choose not to deal with it. But why do we need to pay attention to this issue? It's because that the impacts of stress and depression are very serious. So for the impacts of stress, it's from the physical health, it causes sleep difficulties and poor sleep quality. And from mental health, it causes emotional problems like mood swings and also decrease concentration in daily life. And from a long-term effect, long-term stress may cause psychological problems like anxiety, depression, and also decrease quality of our daily life. And for the impacts of depression, besides of causing most of the impacts of stress, it's also causing psychological impacts like patient may lose their interest in activities that they want to enjoy, and also other problems like self-esteem. So what are the reasons causing this issue to be so common in Hong Kong? Let's talk about it.
Okay, let's talk about the reasons causing it. And first, in Hong Kong, the average home is just 170 square feet, and many young adults until 30 years old still live with their parents because more apartments is causing 30 years salaries, and over 200,000 people live in the subdivided flats. It's tiny built from old apartments. No wonder people feel trapped, so they will feel depressed. Second, in Hong Kong, there is a hostile culture. Full-time workers need to work average 50 hours a week. That is 10 hours per day. Staff work from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it costs a lot of time. And many in finance and healthcare workers need to work until midnight. So of course they have a lot of stress. Third, kids start preparing at 3 years old. Why? Because over 38 students, only 38 students go to university after BSc, and their parents spend over $10,000 a month for them on tutoring. So some even takes more. And students need to study after school 3.5 hours per day. The competition is so intense that making students and parents both depressed. Fourth, young people spend 8 hours on a day on phones to look the social medias such as IG, and then they will compare with their living and with the photos such as the photos in other countries or the delicious foods. Then they will think, why isn't my life that glamorous? Also, cyberbullying because his childhood in 5 years. If 1 in 5 teenagers show signs of how can we solve that?
So now let me share some solutions about solving the problem. So now first let me talking about the overworking hour. Actually, many Hong Kong people need to work for 46.6 hours every week. But it is far exceeding the 40-hour work week recommended by the International Labour Organization. So here, I prefer the workers can take a short break, like take a 10-minute sleep in a non-working hour every day. So now let's move on to the next part. Let me share some solution about to resolve the social media and additional symptoms. Nowadays, many Hong Kong people like using social media for a long time, just like for around 8 hours, to watch some news or watch some videos. But I find that in social media, some messages appear in there will bring some stress to them. So here, I recommend the users not to put a high attention in the social media. Try to control the time of using social media every day. Next, most of the students agree that the education upgrades bring stress and depression to them. Actually, I also agree with this. Nowadays, many students get stress and depression due to the academic pressure. So that here, I hope that the school can pay special attention to the student's personal mental health. So I prefer the school can promote the mental health awareness, just like to give a spot in the school to let the students to learn more about how to reduce stress and by using different methods. After that, I would want to share the last part of my solution. I want to share about the housing dilemma and special opposition. According to the data from the Hong Kong government, we can see that the waiting time of the public house is already reached for 5.8 years to the citizen. Also, the elderly also need to wait for 4 years. And this is really long time to wait for a housing. Actually, many Hong Kong citizens will worry about the waiting time because due to their living area nowadays. So here, I think the government should take practical actions on solving this problem. For example, the government can give some financial assistance and resources to the people who are in need, and it is needed to help to reduce the waiting time. Actually, the government always legislate some law to solve this problem, but I think that the results are not as expected. So here, I hope that the government can strengthen legislation on housing waiting time. Pass the mic to
and students, how can they focus on the depression and stress? They can practice and learn the relation techniques. They can manage stress and try to be silent. Example, they can spend few of minutes to meditating or practicing deep breathing. And this can help them calm their mind and reduce anxiety, and it enhances emotional balance and feel resilience against as the pressure of the student life. Second, they have a balanced routine. They can manage their time to help them to reduce the stress and depression. Some example, they can early sleep and do regular exercise and eat healthy habits. This can improve their overall well-being and help them stay physical and mentally strong, and it can help the student to handle his academic challenges and have a good outlook. But they can, when they have some stress and depression, they should ask for support and talk to others. They can share their feelings with family, teacher, or their friends to alleviate emotional damage and get identified from others. First, they can break the large challenge into small steps because students have the fightness of the big challenge. Therefore, if they break big test to a small step, after they finish each step, they can get some achievements to help them to reduce the stress. Thank you.
For case studies of failed students, let's start with Japan. Japan is facing serious problems because the country has a high rate of death from overwork and increasing depression rate. To address the issues, the Japan government has taken severe actions. They introduced mandatory health checks and implemented verification support. These solutions have failed to achieve the desired results. There are several reasons for this. People are often reluctant to seek help due to fear of being labeled as weak or abnormal. Second, the enforcement of policy is insufficient. Although there are workplace reforms in practice, this is not fully compliant. Third, there is a lack of accessible mental health resources. Even if people want to get help, it can be difficult to find suitable services. Moving on to South Korea, the main issue is high stress levels, especially among the youth. In an attempt to measure well-being and address this problem, the government introduced the happiness index, but this action has not been successful. One of the main reasons is the overemphasis on academic success. Students are under extreme pressure to perform well in school, which overshadows other aspects of their well-being. Additionally, there are limited community support for individuals. People often feel isolated and unable to find support they need. Moreover, the government intervention has been insufficient. There are not enough policies and resources to improve the mental health. And now let's consider how we can avoid these issues. I'm going to introduce two measures I think are most important and useful. First, local government needs to improve access to mental health services. This can be achieved by increasing funding for mental health. This will lead to more mental health professionals and better facilities. Making these services more accessible, such as through telehealth or mobile clinics, can also help those in need. Next, promoting work-life balance is important. Encouraging mental health days and flexible working arrangements can reduce stress levels and improve overall mental health. To conclude, by learning from the experiences of Japan and South Korea and implementing strategies to develop, Compo can take proactive steps to protect and improve the mental health of these people.
So the issue of stress and depression in Hong Kong is very serious, and everyone should pay more attention to it. This is the end of my
Thank you.